Thank you, Chair. The Child Labor Action Research Innovation in South and Southeast Asia Consortium, which Consortium for Street Children is part of, warmly welcomes the Government of Nepal's support for recommendations on the enduring issues of the worst forms of child labor in Nepal made during this International Year for the Elimination of Child Labor. Our program in Nepal primarily focuses on the worst forms of child labor in the adult entertainment sector, collecting life stories of children working in this sector and generating innovative solutions based on this evidence through a participatory approach. Several recommendations were made to ensure that child labor in the informal sector is fully incorporated into the Child Labor Act. This recommendation was also made under the second UPR cycle, and we asked the government to act swiftly to address this issue. Our evidence shows that worst forms of child labor are predominant in the informal sectors, which are generally outside the purview of government regulations, pushing children into higher vulnerability. We are pleased that the government of Nepal has supported the recommendation made to ensure the inclusion of vulnerable children and families in policy response to the COVID-19 pandemic in order to minimize the risk of children getting involved in child labor. In our experience, this global health crisis has further exacerbated the situation of children who were already facing multiple vulnerabilities. We also welcome the government's support for the recommendation to develop safe and inclusive mechanism for all children to express their views and find a solution for the worst form of child labor. Our program has meaningful child participation at its core. We strongly believe that children involved in the worst forms of child labor in Nepal have innovative ideas that can generate sustainable solutions to the issue and stand ready to support the government in listening to them. We once again welcome the government of Nepal's support for these important recommendations and commit to use the evidence generated by our program to work collaboratively with the government to ensure their effective implementation. Thank you.